Man, y'all know what time it is. Time to get motherfucking heard, nigga. Okay, this is episode 6. Man, we locked in. I don't know what y'all got going on, but we locked in. Um, we locked all the way in. And I'm just gonna add perfect timing on here. And we gonna get the man on this good Sunday to start the week. We getting into it all. Oh, he on here. Okay, there he is. What's going on, Perfect Time? How you
Whoa,
doing, brother?
what's going on, man?
Man, I'm living life, bro. Living life, man. Living life.
Yes, sir. We back at it.
Man, we are back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know what time it is. And if you don't know, now you know it's time to get heard, man. And I'm your co-host, Dude Dynamic. And who am I here with, man?
Perfect timing.
Man, it's my brother from another mother, man. Like, hey, we done been through we came up through I ain't even gotta say it, you know what I'm saying? Like, from the real trenches, you know? What up, Charlie? What up, boy? Yeah, man, we got a few things we want to talk about today. We got sports, we got entertainment. We doing a giveaway today with Puma. Um, we got the man who we got the underdog of the day. Man, we gonna go ahead and get into it, man. First things first, we're gonna do it different, bro. We're gonna do it different. And just to start things off, we're gonna kick it off with the Puma raffle. So those who don't know, I am working on a brand deal with Puma, and recently we put together a raffle where we're giving away a pair of sneakers to two lucky winners. It'll be one male, one female. So without any further ado, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into this raffle. We're gonna go ladies first. Ladies first. So click the spin. We got Harley. Harley wins the free pair of sneakers from Puma for the women's side. We're gonna go ahead and do the male side as well. Um, we had almost 20 entries, so I appreciate everybody tapping in to support the movement and me building my brand alongside Puma. We're gonna give it a spin. We got Bobby Jr. Yo, Marshall Taylor. Marshall Taylor. Harley, you just won the freaking raffle, dude. You won. Um, yeah, so we had Harley on the women's side and then Marshall Taylor on the men's side. So shout out to y'all. Again, thanks to everybody who has supported me in my endeavors, building my brand alongside Puma. Um, More to come, man. We'll be doing more giveaways and things of that nature, but we wanted to start off uh the show like that. Perfect. Are you there, Perf? Perf froze, man. Let's see here, man. Dude, Perf froze, dog. He said I gotta invite him again. Let's see. Oh, you there? What happened, man? You all right?
Yeah, I don't know. It got kicked out for some reason. I don't know.
Oh man. Hey, so we had Harvey win on the women's side, and then we had Marshall Taylor win on the men's side.
Okay.
Again, just wanted to give a huge shout out to everybody that has been supporting me on my journey, man. This music thing is it's not for the faint of heart. I'm gonna leave it at that. It's not for the faint of heart. So much love and appreciation to everybody that has been supporting me so far. So we got the winners out of the way again, Harley Brown and Marshall Taylor. So Harley, send me your shoe size. I saw you hop on real quick. Send me your shoe size, and I'm gonna tap in with Marshall and get his shoe size as well. Next up, man, we got sports, man. We got sports, bro. How we feeling about college football this past Saturday, Perf?
Man, pretty eventful week or weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to your Bears. I know your Bears won, Mercer.
38-0, we beat the Citadel, baby. Yeah,
Shout out them.
man.
Shout out
Party
them.
ball.
Look like they're gonna be going back to get some hardwood this year, man. It's
Man,
looking
come
like.
on. Come on, man. So with that, I do want to speak on that a little bit. So Mercer, we made a change at quarterback.
Okay.
And it's looking to be fruitful so far. I forget the kid's name, but I know we did make a change. And they look really good this past yesterday. 38-0. Citadel has a great traditional winning tradition as a program. So for us to beat them the way we did, man, it says a lot going into the year.
That what's up, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. I only really caught the Miami Florida game. Miami got Carson Beck from Georgia,
Yep.
quarterback. So they look pretty solid. Florida, man, I just think it's just a tough year for them in general. That's actually a rivalry game. That rivalry go back
Hmm. Hmm.
years.
Yeah.
Battle of Florida. So yeah, Miami ended up winning 26-7. So nice win for Miami. Miami ranked number two now. They was ranked number four during that game. Now they number
Hmm.
two. So let's see how they hold up, man. In the recent years, when Miami get ranked high, they end up losing the game, and it costs them. So
Hmm.
let's see if they can win out. I think that'll be dope for them to go ahead and win out, man. And it'll be nice to see them get in that playoff. That'll be super nice. It's been a
Yeah.
while. Been a long
Yeah.
time.
For sure, for sure. No, very, very excited about Miami and what they're building over there, man. Georgia Tech, though, I feel like is the story of the season. Georgia
Man,
Tech defeated Temple, I think, 45-24
yes,
was the
sir.
final score. So,
Yes,
man, what
sir.
what are your thoughts on Georgia Tech, man? Like, what can we attribute their success
I feel like you
so
said
far?
it a couple episodes ago. They have a real team. They got a real bond. I feel like it's not a lot of guys, like you said before, that are jumping in and out of the portal. They got, for example, like that receiver Weatherford, the receiver number 8. He came there like 2 years ago from I
Mhm.
want to say FIU.
Okay.
He could have hopped around and went to another school after last year, but it's guys like that and a bunch of other guys similar that are staying because I feel like they know they got something special there. So I really just attributed that, man. We talked about that the other one of the other episodes. The new wave of college football is let me get a transfer a year, come here, do my thing, go somewhere else. Do my thing, go somewhere else. So I feel like when you really build a team, just like how it used to be back in the day,
Mm.
you're gonna see success even more now because you got a bunch of teams that got a bunch of transfer guys.
Hmm.
It basically like it's like NBA. You know how in the NBA guys get traded to the team. It takes them like almost a whole season to get acclimated with each other, to get used to each other, to get some chemistry. So
Right.
it's the same for football. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It take time. It take time to build chemistry with somebody. But if you get somebody like Georgia Tech who been rocking with each other for some time, they tough to beat. So
Yeah. And,
yeah,
and I
man.
think I think I think Georgia Tech's story right now should be a lesson to college athletes everywhere across sports. Like you cannot buy chemistry. You
Mm,
can't buy it. I don't give a damn how much money your team got and how much money they willing to spend on NILs and,
yeah,
and what the portal situation is. You can't buy chemistry. So shout out to Georgia Tech, man, and I wish them the best. In the ACC for the remainder of the year. And I think as long as they can stay healthy, I think they're a dangerous team, man. I don't think nobody
for
really want to
sure.
see them right
For sure. Yeah. And they different they play a different style of ball. It's smash mouth, run the ball down your throat, like stop us, stop the run, stop us. And
now.
then if you want to do that, then we'll make adjustments from there. But everybody's so pass first. They still old school with it. So I
Hmm.
think, man, it's gonna be cool to see, man. Cool to see what they do this year. I say they get in the playoff. That's my pick. I don't
That's
see
a hot take.
nobody. Yeah, I mean, we talking ACC. Who else the ACC got other than Miami for real? That's
That's
really
so
like
true. Because
a top
Clemson looks
team.
bad. Clemson looks bad, and we need to talk
Clemson.
about them too. And
Yeah.
just like, is this the end of Dabo Sweeney's?
Mm.
He was really he's had his peak
Yeah.
a few years back. With the what's his name down there in the Jaguars now. Played up in North
Deshaun
Georgia.
Watson.
Not
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun, not Deshaun. After Deshaun, white kid, long hair.
Lawrence.
Uh,
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, like
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
he's seen success here in recent years,
Yeah.
but not so much the past couple years. And I think there's a conversation to be had about like what's happening with that program, and do we think that the spirit is gone now with how things are playing out with the NILs and the things of that nature. Dabo Sweeney being more of a traditional coach, like the Sabins of the world. He's tried and true, one of those blue blood coaches, and now it's the game just isn't it doesn't fit. You know.
Yeah. I just attribute it again. I feel like the portal, man, it's either gonna hurt you or help you. It really ain't no in between. And I feel like Clemson, their success can be attributed to again that chemistry dynasty type of concept that was built there through the years. Deshaun Watson, he left. Boom, you got Trevor coming in behind him,
Hmm.
who was sitting there,
Hmm.
waiting on his time. Like that's
Hmm.
not going on no more.
Hmm.
Like it's not the same. So I think Clemson is an example of one of those teams where the portal hurting them. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
portal hurting them, and you
I
seeing it
think I
like
think Dabo is fighting it too, though. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like the energy there from him just
yeah,
being like, no, no, I ain't on that, I ain't on that, as opposed to using
yeah,
it to
yeah,
your advantage.
yeah,
Finding a balance with it. You ain't got to be all in how all these other schools are, but just finding what works for you and your program. Infusing that winning tradition that you're used to, and with the way the game is changing with the portal.
yeah. I agree with that. I feel like it's a lot of coaches still ain't all in with it. They
Mm.
still got the old school mentality, and I get it. It's still new. It's something that it
Fairly,
just got
like,
introduced.
yeah.
So I mean, I think it's just it's gonna take time. I think it's just gonna take time. They just gotta figure it out. Either you gotta get acclimated, or you're gonna have losing seasons like you're having now,
Hmm.
and you better be careful because for example, UCLA they started on 3. They fired their coach. I think another school started on 3. A
Mm.
power ranked team went on 3, fired their coach. So these
That's
coaches on a short leash nowadays. You can't sit
man,
around and
very
just take punches in the chin and just sit around. Like
right,
you
right.
gotta produce now. So
Right, right. That's very true. And that's not to, take any credit away from Syracuse. They did look really good this past Saturday as well. Not just saying it was
yeah, yeah,
because Clemson is, having a down couple years, the past couple years. Syracuse did look really good, man. They are a newer team to the ACC, but definitely have, earned their respect in the past few years of just, being a very formidable opponent. So um, they were able to get the win 34-21 over Clemson this past Saturday. Any other games out there? It was very, very like melancholy Saturday. Lots of games, but not necessarily big games, if you will. Um,
yeah, yeah. I checked out the Texas Tech Utah game. 2 ranked teams. I watched quite a bit of that game. Texas
yep,
Tech
yep.
looked really good. They got some. They got really 2 good guys on offense, 2 weapons, the running back and their receiver. That's I mean, that's really all you need nowadays. Get you a good running back, good receiver.
Hmm.
They look pretty good. Defense looks solid. Utah, man, they couldn't put no points up, man. Texas Tech won 34-10. That was a pretty good game. I watched a good bit of the Oklahoma Auburn game.
Oh
Man,
yeah, yeah.
Oklahoma, man.
They're ranked seven now. They got the 24-17 win over Auburn. Okay, what'd you
Yeah,
get from that one?
Oklahoma looked real good. They on a mission, man. They on a mission. They on a mission. I
Okay,
think they got the quarterback, John Mateer. He's the number one ranked Heisman favorite right now. And after the performance from this Saturday, I'm sure he's gonna continue to keep that spot. Oklahoma just looked good. They got a solid defense, pretty solid offense, got some weapons. Auburn, they looked okay. They struggled a bit on offense. But obviously their defense is gonna always be strong in SEC, but just a good game. I feel like Oklahoma, they came out of there with the win. That's a tough win, even though they were at home. Yeah, that's a good game. Indiana, Illinois. Indiana beat the crap out of Illinois, 63-10.
oh my
That's
goodness.
that is crazy. I was expecting Illinois to win that game.
Hmm.
Quarterback went 21 for 23, 267, 5 tubs. Indiana quarterback Mendoza. He
Okay,
probably the player of the week right there, boy.
okay.
That's
They must
tough,
have had
man.
the run game going too.
Yeah, had the run
63
game.
points.
12 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. They running back. Kobe Martin
Okay.
had a receiver right there, had 2 tubs. So look like they just had it going on all cylinders over there, man.
Yeah, that's nine touchdowns total. That's the defense must have got them some too.
Man, 10 points. Illinois.
Man,
Come on now.
man, 63-10. You're ranked team also.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So it looks like Illinois got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
okay, okay. I guess we could transition over to NFL. We got a couple games going on right now. My Chargers. Man, I don't know how they did it. They were losing for the majority of the second half. They snuck out the win 23-20 over the Broncos. Looking really strong to start out the year. Again, me as a fan, the energy in you can hear the energy in my voice. I want to just fly under the radar.
Yeah.
That's we've beaten what? That's two AFC opponents. One being the Chiefs, and then here with the Broncos. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. Because we all know we're both athletes. We're from it. We know like it's not about how you start, man. It's about how you finish. And in the NFL, what I'm seeing in my time and my experience, it's not about who the best team is going into the playoffs. It is about who the hottest team is.
Yes,
And
sir.
so I don't give a damn about being 3-0 and all that good stuff. That's cool. It's cool. But I need us to be hot, man. There are so many different variables that come into play, especially in the NFL. Like you got to take these wins with a grain of salt, man. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy, but hey, I know it could go left quick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a good win for the Chargers, man, over the Broncos.
Yep, yep. Got in
Three
the
and
last
zero.
minute too. In the last minute, man. I'm telling you, they were down. So Bears beat the Cowboys today, 31-14. Who
Mm.
else did we have out there?
The Colts, man. The Colts 3-0 right now. It's the Colts, y'all, and the
With Danny
Bills.
Dimes.
Danny Dimes. I know my coworker. He finna be talking trash tonight, man. Danny Dimes, man. I told y'all. Man, hey, you can't say nothing, man. But I think it's more than just that. I didn't watch the game, but looking at the stats, man, Jonathan Taylor, man, 3 tubs, 100 yards. So look like they have figured it out. I mean, I think we talked about it a little bit, maybe on here, but over the phone. Richardson, man, Richardson,
We
man.
talked about it on one of the episodes, past episode.
Richardson, man, like they put so much hype around this guy, but you don't even have to do much, as we see. Danny
Mm.
Dog had what 200-yard passing, 25 attempts. That's a
Bro,
that's,
he's a game manager. That's it.
that's all you got to
Game
be.
manager.
You don't have to do much when you got an all-star running back. Just give the
Yeah.
man the ball, make your third down conversions, and that's it. Just make the
Hmm.
plays when you got to make them. And we seeing that now. Y'all got a great defense, so I mean, yeah. So shout out to the Colts, man. They looking good, but again, we like we just mentioned, like you just said, it ain't about how you start. But yeah, man, it's only three teams undefeated right now in the league: Colts, Chargers, and Bills. So
Man, okay.
yeah, man,
Okay.
it's
Vikings look pretty strong against the Bengals, but that is to be expected with Joe Burrow going out. He's
yeah,
gonna be
man,
out for a few weeks with the toe injury. Hate to see that, man. Joe
yeah,
Burrow's
yeah,
such a promising, future and talent in this league, just at the quarterback position. You'd
yeah,
hate to see him go down last week. And the numbers they are reflecting that this week, losing to the Vikings 48-10. Um, yeah, Commanders over the Raiders 41-24. A lot of points scored
mm,
this Sunday. Panthers defeated the Falcons 30-0. Um, man, uh, I
that's
don't know what's
tough.
going on in Atlanta.
What's
Um,
going on in Kansas City, baby? 0-2.
well, they got the Giants tonight, so they'll be looking to get back in the winners column. But this could also be seen as a trap game.
Yeah, could be.
Like Monday night, everybody's expecting you to win. Do you come out and have ass? Do you come out and play grab ass, or do you come out? Do you assert your authority? And do what needs to be done. Your organization, the Chiefs, is a winning organization without question. But recently, Patrick Mahomes, this is Patrick Mahomes' first time in his career ever losing 3 games in a row. If you go back to the Super Bowl,
Mm,
he's never lost 3 games in a row. So, there's a lot of talk around, and we've talked here on the pod, just maybe this is his, not his decline as like a player, but just like the part of the story where he loses.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
um, that doesn't take away from him being a great quarterback, being a
for
Hall of
sure,
Famer. And in my book, he's already a Hall of Famer. You don't got to play anymore.
for
Um,
sure.
but yeah, gonna have to get it done tonight. If you don't, man, maybe you know. It may not be crazy to say that there's trouble in paradise.
For
You know.
sure, for
Yep.
sure. Yeah, and I stand corrected on the undefeated team. Those are the undefeated teams in the AFC. Of course, you
Okay.
got the NFC side. You got the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Bucks 3-0 on the NFC side. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. But
The
yeah,
Eagles actually won on a block kick. On a block kick.
wow.
Um.
Against the
Uh.
Rams.
Yep. Final seconds. I think it was a point after touchdown PAT, and
Wow.
yeah, they blocked it, scooped and scored. Ball game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Ball game, man. Uh, I think that's really pretty much it. I do want to add this part to the pod. And I'll let you pick this week. I'll pick next week. But for the Monday night game, we
Okay.
have who do we have Monday night? Yep, Ravens versus Lions. So this is how we're gonna
Okay.
do it. Today's who you got is brought to
Uh,
you by Essentia Water. Um, overachieving H2O that keeps you performing at your best. Shout out to the people over at Essentia. Um,
mm,
Perfect timing. Who do you got?
that boy,
Ravens versus Lions tomorrow at 8:15.
that boy held up. Boy, he held up, boy. I tell you. Who I got tomorrow? Man, think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Lions, man. I'm sorry. I think the Ravens. It's still kind of early.
I gotta stop you. I gotta stop you. Are you going with the Lions because of how you feel about Lamar Jackson?
No, 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 no. I fuck with Lamar, man. Lamar, my guy. Like I said, I've been
Okay.
a fan of his from college, bro. Like he my guy. I just feel like it's early right now. I feel like it's
Okay.
when it's early, you can't just punch in guaranteed picks for real with the league. I feel like people still
Okay.
got to shake off, the preseason and camp stuff like that. They got to start gelling, and they won one, lost one. So, and I'm making my pick based off of the Lions. The Lions to me have one of the top offenses in the league. They can put up 60 points any night. So that's what I'm basing it off for. Just
Okay.
that. I think if it come down to who gonna score the most points, I'm gonna go Lions. I know the Ravens
hmm
defense strong now, but
hmm
the Lions got a lot of weapons, man. It's a lot of weapons over there. I think they probably one or two when it comes to best offenses besides the Eagles. I think they got it's a lot of weapons. You got Montgomery, you got Gibbs, you got Jamison Wilson, you got Amon Ra. You got so many weapons over there. So that's what I'm gonna base it off of. I'm just gonna make that pick. Who you got
No, I'll do next week. I'll do next week.
next week? Okay, okay,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
So Perfect Timing has picked the Lions to win tomorrow. You have a score? Do you have a score? Do you have a score?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say 34-31. That's
Okay.
gonna be the score. 34-31. Lions.
Okay.
That's what
Cool.
I see.
Cool.
Field goal.
We will check back in on Friday. And I'll make my pick on Friday as well.
Okay.
Okay. Transitioning over to entertainment. Man, got a couple things. I know we kind of already talked about them on the phone earlier. Want to start off with NBA YoungBoy and him having to have a bag policy at the Chicago show. Thoughts on
Yeah,
that?
man.
And by the way, the bag policy is that there are no bags allowed.
Yeah,
That's
no
the bag
bags.
policy. Yeah.
I mean, I like that policy really in general with any artist. I think that artists are such a target nowadays anyway, especially with the music that's put out by everybody, or not everybody, but most artists. It's trickling into the minds of these people out here to
Listeners, yeah.
where it's unpredictable what someone can do. So I like the bad policy. I think we can't put it all on young boy and say, oh well, you make this kind of music, so you're gonna draw this type of crowd. I think it's just one, we gotta keep in mind you're in Chicago, okay? You're
He's
in
in
the
the ops
shy,
territory. He's in the ops territory.
you're in Chirac in general. Two, you're in ops territory. There's some things that have transpired in the past with, we know who. And
Yep.
so I think taking that into consideration and considering the type of music, I feel like it's a good idea for sure. It's a good idea. I think it's warranted, man. You want to, this is his first tour in a long time as well. Probably some people that can't wait to see him good and bad. So
Mm,
you
mm,
gotta you gotta do everything to keep him safe. So I like
yeah.
that idea, and pray that he have a great show and everything goes well.
Yeah. Likewise, definitely wish, and hope the best. I know the tour has been great so far. I haven't seen anything but like great reviews and videos and stuff like that. I just think there is, a conversation to be had, or just generally speaking, like in a situation like this where you are a leader of people. um I think you got to start thinking about you know, your impact and your influence, and this is me, being like an artist. I'm that type of artist, right? I think, I think words matter. I think the power of music is always under um under measured, and so not only are you, putting yourself in danger and having to have these policies enabled, but you got to think about like your staff too, man, the people that it takes to put these shows together. I get it. You are a multi-million dollar God, entity. And this is all coming from the music. So that alone lets you know how serious it is, how important it is. And that isn't to say like get out there and start being a Christian rapper or anything like that. But you really got to start thinking like of the lives that are being impacted by the things you do. So that's my piece on it. Again, I ain't trying to tell nobody what to do or how to, tell nobody how to live, but it's not just your life, man, and what young boy
Yeah.
got like 10 kids,
Yeah.
so something happened to you, um, that's 10 lives at minimum that have been impacted, and that's
Mm.
not to mention your team and photographers and stage managers, stage directors, all these people, so yeah, just keep that part in mind. Keep that part in mind. We're gonna transition over to a developing story. Artist David, um, body of a 15-year-old was found in his car decomposing. There have no arrests have been made so far, but like I said, story's still developing. Very interesting, and I think I saw on TikTok where like all of the signs point to him. Like there was a relationship with this girl at one point in time. David is
Mm.
20, the girl's 15, but I think they've known for my bad, Perf.
Nah, my bad. You said a girl. It was a girl, 15.
Yeah, 15-year-old man. She had been missing. She had been reported missing, and yeah, her body was found decomposing in his car.
Damn.
Yeah. So horrible situation, to be a part of, to be in. My heart goes out to all of the families involved. It's always sad when things like that happen. Bro, you're a star, like superstar. You blew up a few years ago. I think it was 2018. You had a couple songs go viral. You had Castanat, he was a part of it, helped blow you up. He reacted to one of your songs, like, and since then you've been like, just going up. And I don't know what happened, um, uh, and what transpired, but it seems as if things are not looking good for David. His tour has been canceled. Um,
Mm.
okay, all right. My bad. But yeah, so the his tour has been canceled, and yeah, the story's still developing. Nobody's been arrested. I think my question is why?
Right. Why, bro?
How?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
Why, bro?
And the more I think about it, the more I think a lot of these stuff goes back to like artist development. People take that for granted. Everybody want to be independent. Everybody want to do their own thing. Everybody don't want to have to answer to nobody. The labels, although they used to steal money, they didn't always have like the best deals. That was structure in place, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not to say that it stopped anybody from doing crazy stuff, but at least it made you think twice. There's a
Yeah.
young girl dead, bro. Blood is on your hands in your vehicle. And all signs point to you, bro. And now this girl's family has to bury her
Mm.
or what's left of her. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand how you could get yourself in a situation like that being, a star. Like, where is the discipline? Where is the just the awareness? Like, and we're not talking about like, like somebody saying you did it. We're talking about a body being found in your car. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get out of the cycle of achieving, such a insurmountable level of success and then just pissing the shit away?
Mm.
How do
Yeah.
we get away from that, man? And why does it always happen? You ain't even been famous for that long, bro.
Man, sad, bro.
Yep.
Sad story.
That being said, I think it's safe to say we know who the man who of the day goes to.
Damn.
Definitely goes to David. Wherever you are in the world, man, you need to help that girl family find justice, bro. If you was involved with her in any way, bro, you need to help them find justice, man. That just ain't right, bro. It ain't right, bro. You got to
Yeah.
call a spade, man. It's your car. So I know people talk about snitching. That's like one of the hot topics of of this year, of the last couple months. But somebody somewhat need to come forward and say what happened, bro. Because dead bodies just ain't dismembered. So like dead dismembered bodies ain't just popping up in folks' cars, bro.
Nah, for
Um,
sure.
so somebody need to help that girl family find justice, bro. It ain't um, you know, this ain't a game, man. This is people's lives we talking about, bro. Um,
Nah, for sure.
I don't know what happened, but if the body was in your car, you got an idea. If you don't know
Yeah.
exactly what happened, you got an idea. So,
Yeah, for sure.
um, help them folks out, man. Help them folks out. Do you have a an underdog of the day?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with currency.
Hey.
Underdog of the day. We were
Ah,
talking we were talking about him a little bit. I feel like bro, he been an underdog for a while.
whole career.
I feel like he don't get his just due in the music industry. I mean, this somebody who's been independent for probably 10 plus years. Super crazy catalog of music, always dropping, always feeding the fans. Man,
Independent.
independent, man. Independent artists. I feel like, I mean, for those who know and for those who are fans, they probably want to say he's an underdog. You'll probably have some people look at me like, Current's not an underdog, but to
Right.
mainstream
100, 100%.
fans and to the mainstream community and culture, for sure, Currency is to me an underdog, man. So shout out to Currency for being one of the blueprints you can look at as far as independent artists and staying in your lane. He stayed in his lane. He been doing his thing for a long time. He never tried to switch up or try to convert over to something else. He been doing his thing, man. So Jet Life, shout out to him and what he got going on. For y'all artists out there who are aspiring to be successful and aspiring to be big or whatever the case may be, take a look at Currency, man. See the things that he doing and been doing for a while, and take some notes, man. 'Cause he been successful for a while. So that'll be my underdog of the day right there, man. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to
Underdog
Currency, man.
Gene. Yes, sir,
Yeah.
man. Currency.
Underdog of the day, man, brought to you by the Underdog Regime LLC. I think so. Before we get out of here, I did want to have a conversation, just out for our tough conversation segment. Uh, we talked earlier about, the concept or the idea of drugs and how they relate to like the black community. And I don't necessarily want to talk about drugs, but I want to talk more so about like that type of lifestyle and why do our people, and this is just from my perspective, why do we feel like we have to do that or those types of things? Like we're not good enough to be, in corporate America or, having our own businesses. And that ain't to say, that type of lifestyle can't, come, but, just in terms of like always having to look over your shoulder and be paranoid and not feel like a part of society. Why do you think that is, bro?
I feel like it's always been the lifestyle and what it looks like that draws our people to that lifestyle. I think it's just it looks good. The people that dibble and dabble in that arena and in that lifestyle, it's flashy. The cars, the money, the attention that comes with it, the girls, doing what you want to do when you want to do it. I think that's just it's been like that for a long time. I've heard people even back in the day, back in the 80s, back in the 90s, like that was why they did it. It just looked good. It was appeasing to the eyes, appealing to the eyes. So I think that's really the main thing. I think if these other sectors of society
I think we lost Perfect, y'all.
are more interested in,
Hey, Perfect, can you hear us?
yes, I hear you.
Oh, okay, okay. So I think what I got from that was just the fact of the matter is the people who are doing it make it seem. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties, guys. Perfect, you there? Okay, so we'll give him a few minutes to join back. But essentially what the conversation I was wanting to have was
Can you
um
hear me?
now I can, yeah, you're back. You're back with us now.
Can you see me?
Yep, yep.
We good.
Okay. Okay,
We good,
cool.
right?
Yeah, no, we're good. So I think the last thing we heard you say was uh how the people who are living that lifestyle make it look.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Um,
that's all it is, bro. Like
yeah.
if people in the other areas, the doctors, the lawyers, the plumbers, the electricians, the mechanics, if those roles and opportunities look more appealing, I think we would probably be more interested in them. But it's not. It's it's
So I would I'm gonna push back on that there just with the
okay.
whole um at the end of the day, right? No
Mhm,
matter what a person has or what they show you, um,
mhm.
I think at the end of the day, it's all about money, right?
Yeah.
And so if I know, somebody on the corner is making $36,000 a year, no matter how that person make it look, he still ain't making more than a doctor who's making 350
Right.
easy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so I think it's more to it. it is how the people make it look, but it's also environmental.
Yeah.
It's also exposure.
Yeah.
Um, and I think we got somebody in the comments saying that. Yeah, being a product of your environment wasn't led the right way, and they think it's cool because that's all they saw. How
Yeah,
do
of
we get to
course.
a point? How do we get to a point where we show people a different way, but not only show because people are being shown these things that they're different routes, but how do you get people to receive it, to actually feel like they're good enough, to feel like
Yeah.
they're capable of doing and becoming a doctor, or just being somebody who goes to school and gets a degree in business, you know,
Yeah.
or even doing what you're doing and legitimizing it. You
Yeah.
can actually go out west and sell drugs for real. Like, so you can sell weed. Like,
Yeah.
it's legal in some states. Like, how do we instill that confidence into, others, specifically the youth? Because I mean, once you get to a certain age, you're grown.
Yeah.
Once you get to you about 21, 22, and you kind of set your ways, there's still like possibility to like change your mind, but like I think it starts with the youth, right? Like, we talked about on the last episode, like those formative years are very important. Um, so how do you get to a point where we're making what isn't deemed cool? How do we do that?
Yeah, I feel like shout out to whoever said that in the comments, product of your environment. I feel like, yeah, that's we know that. Like that's not to say it's not to be talked about, but yeah, like if that's all you seeing, that's all you gonna be attracted to. But to answer your question, I feel like that's the problem. Like that's all we see is the drug dealers and the athletes and the rappers. So we just need to see more of us in those roles and make it to where it's relatable to the kids and to the young kids that look like us saying, hey, I know all day you see this, but you can do this. I did it and I'm cool. I come from the same roads and hallways you did. And I think even for us speaking on this from when we grew up, had we seen more people like that, we probably would have been more interested in it. We probably would have saw that, hey, I could do that. You know, I remember being a kid. My mama asked me all the time, and she used to get mad. She'd be like, "What you want to be when you grow up?" And I will always change my answers for a while. I want to be a doctor. I want to be a firefighter. I want to be this. I want to be that. But why did my answer change so much? Because I never saw an
Mm,
example of it.
mm,
So I'm just going off what I'm reading about in school or what I hear, but seeing it is different than hearing it.
mm,
So I think that's what the difference gonna be or gotta be. It gotta be us, some of us tucking our tails and saying, you know what? I'm finna do what's different than what I'm seeing. Let me go be a doctor. Let me go try that path. And not just for me, but for somebody behind me so that they can do it too. It gotta be more of us doing that. I think that's what it's gonna take. Because if we just keep doing the same thing, which we've been seeing, we're gonna keep getting the same result. Everybody wanna
right,
be a rapper, everybody wanna sell drugs, everybody
right.
wanna be an athlete, everybody wanna be a streamer now. So you just gonna keep seeing more of that. So
Mm,
we gotta have more people take risks, man, and want more for their life
mm.
and want more for themselves.
And I think that word risk is so critical. I'm so glad you said that word because it seems as though we're willing to risk our freedom.
Come on, bro.
We're willing to risk our freedom as opposed to risking our time.
Yes.
And it's crazy to say that because your freedom is your time, but like when I say time, I mean like the 4 years you spend in college, you
Yeah.
know? And I get it. Like a lot of people see college as like a scam, but like you got to use the systems that are already put in place for what they are. Like everybody, you ain't gotta be like crazy smart to go to school. Like you could go to a technical school, you could go to a trade school, like, and everything is what you make of it at the end of the day. So when you go to these schools, it ain't necessarily about what you learn, it's who you meet. It's
Yeah.
the connections you make. Like it's almost as if we would rather do the harder thing because we think it's easier when it's actually
Mm.
the
Yeah.
actual harder thing that's that we think is hard that's actually easy. It just costs you time. You
Yeah.
gotta be patient. You gotta really stay down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like and we don't I don't think it's what's the word? It's not romanticized enough. We romanticize the drug dealers, bro. We
Yeah.
romanticize the athletes. We romanticize the fucking rappers. Like, oh my God, hey man, you heard such and so. He's like, you seen LeBron, you seen like we romanticize that shit so much to the point where it's all we feel like we're capable of doing, and then when you think about just like the idea of romanticizing, is like that's the only thing we think if we did it, we're gonna get love from
Mm.
it. You feel me? Because we love the drug dealers, we love the
Yeah.
hoopers, the ball players. We love them, bro. The love they get, bro. It's like
Yeah. For sure. For sure. For sure.
ain't nobody fucking with bro. He a doctor. They looking at him crazy because he went to school for 8 years.
Mm.
But they looking at him crazy. Why he ain't getting no love? Like
Mm.
ain't nobody on his trail where they, on the other people's trail. Man, I could talk about that all day. I think just to kind of put a bow on it. It's definitely about there are a lot of different factors that go into what we see and what we think we're capable of doing. And so, part of the reason why I make music is to show kids a different kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? I was the cool geek. You know what I'm saying? Like I was the first nigga to raise my hand in the classroom, but I always had that shit on. You
Mm.
feel what I'm saying? Like I always had the freshest clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like I had the girls. I was still an athlete. Like, but I value being smart just as much as I value being an athlete. You know what I'm
True.
saying? I value my brain just as much as I value my body and my strengths. Being strong in the weight room and all that. Like so just really trying to find that balance. I think that's where we start to make a difference. Just balancing it out. It ain't about, getting rid of the people because there's some people like that's really, really what they put here for. You know what I'm saying? But it's also about just knowing that you got other options. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? At the end of the day. So you got any closing remarks for us? Perfect.
Yeah, man. Everything a risk.
Mm. Everything is a
Once you
risk.
understand that, everything you going in your car to go to the store, risk. Somebody could hit your car and it's over with. So
Mm.
everything is a risk. You just gotta make the right risk and the smart risk.
Mm.
Take the
Mm.
smart risk, man.
The
And
calculator risk.
yeah,
Choose
that's it.
choose your hard.
Yeah,
Choose your hard. Everything
yeah,
hard, bro.
yeah. Everything a risk.
Mm. All right, man. I think we done talked enough, man. This
Once we understand
was
that.
my bad. Go. Wait, I'm sorry. What you say?
No, no, no. I'm just saying that's something that we gotta instill more into the kids, bro. Everything a risk, man. I was telling my son that earlier. Like a risk ain't nothing but a chance. That's all a risk is. And
Mm-hmm.
just take smarter chances, man. That's it.
Yep. And then not being afraid to lose too.
Yeah.
You
That's
gonna
what
lose
come
in
with it.
life, bro. That we so many times we get caught up in like the failures of it all, like and not understanding that that's just a part of the process. Like you gotta be able to learn from the losses that you take, and
Yeah.
we there's such a negative connotation when it comes to failure.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the road, bro.
No, it ain't.
It's not like it's the end of that particular situation.
Yeah.
Life is like when I say this, I really mean this. Life is whatever the fuck you make it. So if you're the type of person that is just gonna dwell in that, that's gonna be your life for the rest of your life. But if
Mm,
you're able to get up it, and you ain't got to do it right away, take some time. You know what I'm saying? Reflect,
yeah.
go back and figure out what you could have did better. Like really learn from the situation. You always got time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you really ain't.
Mm,
So, going back to your point about, just the calculated risk, like do all that thinking on the front end, you know? Um, and I'm sure you'll find yourself in much better predicaments. So,
yes, sir.
um,
Yes, sir.
yeah, man, I'm off my high horse, dog. This has been a very great episode. I feel like we touched on a lot. Um, it's your boy Dude Dynamic. I'm here with Perfect Timing, man, and this was Time to Get Heard. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.